everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I have just finished week 10 of training, which means there are 12 weeks left to go. That number is dwindling so quickly. But before we get into this week's training runs, I thought that I would share with you a little haul, if you will, that I did recently at Sport Chek. A friend of mine received a coupon code through his employer for up to 70% off basically anything in store, so he passed that along to me. It was like a friends and family event, so I took full advantage. I didn't go crazy. I didn't buy any clothes because, honest to God, I do not need any more clothing. Like, the temptation is strong, especially on sale, but I do not need any more clothing. So I will show you what I did get. So we'll talk about those in a second, but I've got everything else in here. So I basically just got nutrition stuff. So I did pick up a new bottle because some of mine are starting to get a little questionable. So I grabbed that. This one here, I haven't tried it yet, but overall I tend to enjoy BioSteel. So I thought that I would give this a try. And pineapple coconut flavor, usually you cannot go wrong with that. So I'm gonna have that. I picked up some more tablets here from Noon. These ones have caffeine in them. I really enjoy these just for a little bit of like added hydration, and then of course the caffeine. Picked up a couple protein bars. I love just throwing these in my purse and carrying them with me. They're a great like afternoon snack. And then also if I'm at court, there's a high probability that we're going to be like negotiating through lunch. So it's very good to have these on hand because negotiating through lunch leads to hanger issues and then nothing gets resolved. I guess I should just quickly interject myself and just let you know that I'm not like in the habit of going to court. I'm a lawyer by trade, so it's part of the job. So in case you're new and are wondering why the hell I'm talking about going to court, that's why. I also picked up two of these Exact bars. I got the strawberry and the apricot, and I really enjoy these for just a quick, like heading out the door before a workout, like either I'm going swimming or going for a run. They're so easy and light to eat. There's not a ton of calories in there, but you get a good amount of carbs and not much else, to be honest, but they're good for what they're designed for, and they taste fantastic, and they're not a gel. I am trying with gels. I really am. The Huma ones are the best that I've come across, but there's just this like gag reflex to gels that I just can't get past. I just am not a fan of the texture. So hence I also stocked up on some energy chews here from Clif. These are just really easy to just pop one or two as you go, and it just tops up the carb stores, and they're not a gel. So super easy. Then I got another pair of shoes. I am now capped out on shoes. Just as I don't need any more clothes, I certainly do not need any more shoes at this point. So I picked up the Gel Nimbus 26 from Asics. I have heard nothing but good things about these, about how squishy and comfortable they are. So I was looking for something for long runs because I don't trust those Adidas that I wore and then my knee just had super bad issues. Again, I don't know if my knee started hurting because of the shoes, but you know how like everybody has that story of like drinking a particular alcohol and then getting super sick and then you'll never drink it again? That's kind of how I feel about those shoes. I got a great price on the Gel Nimbus. Like they were $210 originally and I paid $138 for them. So back to the shoes. As you can see, there is a ton of foam in these, and they are like super, super squishy, and they're squishy all the way around. There is no carbon plate in them, so all you're getting is that nice cushioned feeling. But even though they are so squishy, they don't feel unstable under my feet. Like there's still enough like stability in them that your foot isn't feeling weird, even if you're going around a corner. Like they feel really good. There's no rubbing on them. There's a good amount of padding in here, nothing rubbed, and I'm usually prone to getting blisters. If we recall from the previous experience that I had with blisters, it still hasn't fully healed. It's a little angry right now from the run I did today. Again, in Adidas shoes. I just don't think Adidas shoes and I get along. These weren't obviously the ones that hurt my knee, but yeah, it's a little hot and angry here, and I've got another blister developing over here. So prone to blisters, these have not caused them. The tongue in here is nice and like stretchy and super comfortable, not particularly thick, but enough padding in there that like the laces don't bother me at all. And then the upper is also not super stretchy to the point where it feels like, again, insecure on the feet, but breathable enough without being like just a wind tunnel for my feet, and stretchy enough that, again, it just moves with my foot and they're really comfortable. So been really, really enjoying these. I did an 8K run in them, and thank God there's as much like rubber in these as there is, because I don't quite know how I did it. I stood with my left foot on a stick, which raised the end up, and then it poked into my foot and I almost tripped. Like I just about took a header on that. And had it been like 1 centimeter higher, it could very well have gone through the shoe. I will say these are the 26s that were fairly recently released, but the 25s, you can find them on sale. At this store, for some reason, they were both the same price, and the discount brought them to the same price. So hence I went for the 26s. But from all the reviews that I've watched, the upgrades to the 26 are very minimal over the 25s. So if you can find the 25s on sale, that's the way that I would go. Anyways, that's what I picked up and my rambling on it. So with that out of the way, let's get into this week's training runs. So it is Thursday. I have a 7-kilometer interval run on the schedule. I got about 3 and a bit kilometers into it and my knee started hurting. So I don't want to be a hero. I'm just going to walk, except that means I have like a 4.5K walk to the office still to go. My husband will drive by and he'll pick me up if I want him to, but I don't want him to. It is a long, cold walk. But I'm a big girl. I'll handle it. I'm just pissed about the knee. So I walked for about 1.5 kilometers, tried a little bit of jogging, and my knee seemed okay with that. So I've turned it from an interval session into an easy run. I'm gonna get 7K on my feet in any event, so I may as well make the most of it. And honestly, this is just a beautiful day. It's gorgeous. It's a little bit cold, not gonna lie, but not terrible. It's about 2 degrees Celsius. But the sun is shining, the lake is starting to defrost, thaw. Also, I don't know what you know about these little bastards. They are so stupidly aggressive for a creature that has no teeth. They're nasty and they're stupid. They will lay their eggs like right here on the side of the path, and then they get absolutely furious whenever anybody walks by them. And I'm like, you kind of have to own the problem because you created it. Anyways, that's my diatribe on murder chickens. But like, this is a beautiful day. And the nice thing about an easy run is that it's just that. It's easy. I'm gonna walk a little bit, I'm gonna run a little bit. I'm going to enjoy the scenery. And then I'm gonna go to work. I've been away from the office all week. Today is Thursday, because I had a mediation training course. So I have no doubt I'm going to be walking into an absolute shitstorm. That's just the nature of the beast. So it's kind of nice to like be able to enjoy this before heading into a long, hard day. So I'm going to get back to it. So I'm just on a walking break. I'm about halfway done today's run. I've got 8K on the schedule today at an easy pace. Rana is suggesting no faster than 8 minutes per kilometer. I've been just like a hair under, about 7:58. And now it's yelling at me, telling me I'm going too slow because I'm walking. But I gotta say, the knee while running is okay. But now I've walked, when I start running again, it's going to be very uncomfortable. I know this because it happened about 2 kilometers ago. So I really don't know what's going on. I have an appointment with my physio in a few days, so I will definitely be taking it up with him. But for now, I gotta shut this thing up and get back to it. So I have put in a full day at work. I am just doing some stretches right now, and then I'm going to run home because I had a 9K on the schedule yesterday, but it was -10, blowing snow, and the sidewalks were icy. So we decided to adopt a cat instead, and I'm doing my run today. It's still kind of chilly, but it's like 2 degrees, so vast improvement, and the sidewalks are nice and clear. So I'm going to channel all my pent-up energy from being at work and put it into my run. I'll check in later. The problem with running home from my office is that it's pretty much all uphill, which is kicking my ass at the moment. Also, very much regretting the chicken tacos for lunch. I have to toot, but if having gastric bypass surgery done has taught me anything, it's never trust a fart. And I definitely don't want to do it with like 4.5 kilometers left to go. Wish me luck. It's so windy. Just cresting the last hill. I got about 3K left to go. Almost home. But holy crap, that wind. That's kind of brutal. Mission accomplished. Also did not shit my pants, so bonus on that one. 9 kilometers done. Check that week of training off. On to the next one.